Hey, what up everyone, it's your boy Altered Tech back again with a new video, and today we gotta talk about Oxygen OS 12. But before we dive into that, we gotta give you guys some of the backstory. Pete Lau was the founder, well, he is the founder of OnePlus, and now he's the chief product officer of Oppo. And if you guys haven't heard, Oppo has fully merged with OnePlus, and Oppo, they use something called Color OS, and OnePlus, we obviously use, Oxygen OS. But Oxygen OS, the thing about Oxygen OS is that it's been one of the selling points for OnePlus devices. It's a stock Android or a near stock Android experience, and it's smooth and it's fast, but those things have changed, I would say like around last year or so. We were getting more bugs, people were experiencing bad battery life, and we were getting less frequent updates. And you guys could tell on the forums there was a lot of consumer complaints. But with this Oppo merger, OnePlus, they promised to get better, faster software updates and better quality updates as well. So how exactly are they going to do that? Well, they're going to combine both software teams, and then you're going to have it's a typical merger in which both parties come in and then some people get fired, and unfortunately, it is what it is. So there's an adjustment period, and during this period, what they're going to do is they're probably going to end up using just straight up Color OS. The writing's on the wall. Right now, the base code or the framework of Oxygen OS, it's pretty much just Color OS code, and then they're building up from that. And as you guys could go ahead and investigate on Color OS 11, you could sense some of the principles from Oxygen OS coming into Color OS. For example, right now on the website it says Color OS 11, it always runs like new. It's a smooth experience. It also has a faster app launch time. That's pretty much what OnePlus Oxygen OS is all about. So with Color OS, the thing about that, it's more of a rich and vibrant theme with a lot more features, because it's not really stock Android, it's Oppo's take. So now if we were to take a look at Oxygen OS 12, it looks kind of like Color OS. And there are some differences. Right now we're going to have a redesigned theme by James Turrell, and this is an artist, and most of his work is based off the light and space theme. It kind of falls into that whole Zen mode atmosphere that OnePlus has tried to project onto consumers, that stress-free type thing. And speaking of Zen mode, now we do have a work-life balance 2.0 mode. So this is like two separate settings in which, for the first half of your day where you're just chilling, and for the second half of your day when you're actually working. So while at work, you don't really care for, YouTube notifications. I love all my friends on YouTube, but sometimes I get those notifications like nonstop, and maybe I'm at work, and it's like, I have to unpause it, but I don't really want to. So now you have that, controlling notifications when you're at work, and it could do so by setting a timer or a certain schedule. And if you're at work and you're connected to your work's Wi-Fi, your phone could also pick that up as a cue as to when to enable work mode. So aside from that, some things that I do really look forward to is the new icons. They actually look better. It's a nice touch. And you do also have a new redo of the shelf. It looks a lot like Color OS. It's a lot more attractive, visually. And you also have new dark modes, which is something you would find on Color OS as well. And you also have something that's not really talked about much. It's a private safe. So with this, you could go ahead and just save all of your photos, videos, private things and files or whatnot into this private safe. And it's going to keep it private from other applications. Believe it or not, I didn't know that Instagram has access to all of your photos. I didn't realize it up until Apple came out and they were like asking me, do you want Instagram to have full access to all of your photos, or just a little bit of your photos, or select photos? And at that moment, I was like, what are you guys talking about? So now, now that you know that with Android, all these apps, and when they ask for permissions for your photos, they have access to all your photos. So with this, if you guys have some private stuff, just go ahead and stick it into your private safe. And one more thing we could talk about is the Note app. Now, the new feature on this is that you have the ability to go ahead and draw, and just doodle around and whatnot. And it's interesting because there was this post on Twitter in which OnePlus was teasing of it's like a phone with a pen in it, but we didn't have a phone with a pen in this year. Maybe it would have been on the OnePlus 9T, who only God knows. But now, if you have a stylus, could go ahead and use the Note app. I'm not exactly sure how good it's going to be, but they're pretty much bragging about it, of how it's a lot easier to use now when it comes to drawing. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe it might show up on the OnePlus 10 Pro, because now the Samsung series, the S series, it's going to be merged with the Note series. So that S22 it should have a stylus built in, most likely. But yeah, that's pretty much my take. I hope you guys, just this is the OnePlus journey. Like me, I find this company very fascinating. Look at where they've come, look at where they're going, and look at the competition and whatnot. LG is gone, HTC is gone. It is what it is, guys. So it's just interesting to see, this game of chess between all these manufacturers and whatnot. I find it very interesting. But this is what I could give you guys right now. Just hope for the best. Looks like the software qualities has been improving. It looks like the frequency as well has been improving as well. My OnePlus 7T, the battery life has been great since the last update. That's a big positive sign. Overheating issues is gone away. It's perfect for gaming. It's a great phone, working pretty good, no issues. And I hope if you guys are still having issues on your phones, I hope there's a software update coming soon. I hope Android or Oxygen OS 12 takes care of all your problems. Anyways, guys, this is Altered Tech signing out. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Take care. Peace.